All right, everybody, welcome to this TTC presidential debate. We got repping the Democratic side, repping Hillary Clinton, KoolJoe35, and repping Donald Trump, and the Republican side, Michael Rand. So we're gonna have a good show today. We're gonna ask you a lot of questions. You guys are gonna go at it, and we'll see how.
I got one thing to say real quick.
Go ahead.
And people are gonna crucify me and say, oh, they're gonna say, oh, you're a racist because you're white and shit. Well, first of all, I am not a racist. I just don't. I'll take anybody but Hillary. That's it. So I don't trust this bitch. All right. I was going for Ben Carson. All right. That was my original person I was going for. All right. I would have took hell. I would take KoolJoe over Hillary. That's how bad I don't want Hillary to get in. All right, I'm just being serious. Don't say I'm a racist, KKK, and all this other dumb shit. All right, I'm not. I just don't like Hillary. That's it. I just want to put that out there. Clear that up, man. I don't want no death threats and all this other dumb shit.
I'd rather be a racist than want Ben Carson.
Ben Carson's not a racist.
I said, I'd rather be known as a racist than somebody that wanted Ben Carson to be president.
I just don't want. Hillary's a racist though. She said some racial shit throughout her whole political career, and people forgot about that.
All right, let's get underway.
All right. Pretty much, here's what we're gonna do. You guys are gonna go at it, and pretty much I'll ask you some questions, and then somewhere near the end, the fans will ask some questions, and then pretty much at the end, the fans will vote on the winner of the debate. So I already went through with the instructions with you guys. Both are down with it. You agree with it? So let's get it going. Any questions you want to ask KoolJoe now in this debate, Michael Rand?
Yeah, I have a question, and me and him talked about this a few nights ago, and he said save it for the debate. So I'm gonna ask him this question. So everyone's very familiar with the Benghazi incident back in 2012, was it? 4 American lives were lost in Benghazi, Libya. All that shit, and it was a sad thing. Ambassador Chris Stevens and the United States ambassador and 3 CIA agents died. When Hillary Clinton and Obama came out to the public, they said it was a video of protesting related to violence, but it was clearly proven by Congress in a committee in a hearing that it was not a video because Hillary Clinton sent an email to her daughter and told everyone on their side of the world it was more like a Al-Qaeda attack group type deal, terrorist attack. And the family members of Benghazi were calling her a fucking liar because they lied to them, on a personal level. They lied to the American people as well. And now Hillary Clinton turned around and said some shit like she's starting to call the Benghazi family members liars. Like, Chris Stevens' family members and the 3 CIA agents members of liars and this and that. When it's been proven in the email. I mean, Congressman Jimmy Jordan proved it. When she says, not as not as we think, not it might be, we know it's a terrorist attack. He said that in the actual video on YouTube. You can watch it yourself on the key points of the Benghazi hearing. But how she's gonna turn around and call these family members liars when she's the one lying? I mean, what's up with that, Joey?
All right. Well, as you guys can see from the sign behind me, I was originally a Bernie Sanders supporter, not a Hillary Clinton supporter. I'm just basically going with anybody but Trump, platform now. But listen, about the whole Benghazi thing, I'm even though I support the Democratic side and I am a vote for Hillary Clinton, I do admit that was handled really badly. I think the Hillary Clinton, when she was Secretary of State, and even Obama handled the whole Benghazi thing badly, and I've always stated that when I was going against Hillary, as a Bernie supporter, that's one of the reasons why I wanted Bernie to be the nominee. I agree that she is not a unflawed candidate. She has many flaws on her. I think Trump has many flaws on her. I mean nobody can come out here and say that either candidate is perfect. Either candidate doesn't have numerous of shit on their hands. Okay, so I'm not gonna disagree with anything you said about that. Definitely I think it was kind of wrong. Okay, but I think on the other hand, how can you represent a candidate that has disrespected a fallen soldier parents at the Republican National Convention? I mean at the Democratic Convention when the mother and father of the Muslim soldier that gave his life, okay, you know, had his freedom of speech to come up and say that what he felt how Trump was handling the Muslim Americans in this country and the ban that he wanted to put on them, how unfair that was, because here was a Muslim American that gave his life for this country as a member of the army, and Donald Trump first of all never even said, listen, Donald Trump first of all shouldn't even touch that. It was a bad politic move, but he should have never ever had anything but respect to speak about a fallen soldier, and that shows you what kind of leader he really is.
I'm gonna sit there and say, me personally, I think that was kind of bad on his part. I don't agree with a lot of things this idiot has done. Both these people are goddamn idiots. Number one, so let's just throw that out there. Okay, they shouldn't be running for president. Neither one is qualified in reality. I think he should have said what he said. Now of course that man who lost his son, I think for his son doing a good job, defending this country. His sacrifice will not be in vain. I appreciate him fighting for our freedoms that we have in this country. But for you to say, and everyone is saying, including Obama, and say you respect the military, I'm gonna read you some stuff right here. 30 most disrespectful insults to the U.S. military by Obama, and this is very hypocritical of the Democratic Party. So let's get to it right now. And this is all facts. You can Google it. Obama disrespects military. There's a bunch of stuff that is listed. Number 30. Okay, looking past all civilian aides in order and Marines to hold an umbrella over his head like a butler for an entire speech at Rosengard in violation of military regulations. Number 29. Forcing race-baiting class warfare propaganda, extreme PC sensitivity measures, and gay pride month on soldiers. Number 28. Taking credit for the success of the surge he opposed in Iraq. Number 27. Taking credit for the success of the interrogation policies he opposed that located Osama bin Laden. Number 26, skipping the funeral of the highest-ranking officers to be killed on foreign soil in over 40 years, Major General Harold J. Green to play golf. Number 25, smearing veterans as potential domestic terrorists. Number 24, trying to make wounded veterans cover their own medical treatment through private health insurance plans, which inevitably end up increasing their out-of-pocket costs. Number 23, blaming our troops for the Taliban attacking them for everything from ejecting to pedophilia, advocating women's rights, to not wearing latex gloves while handing Korans and walking in front of Muslims while they are praying. Number 22, rushing in to misrepresent the Fort Hood massacre that killed 13 soldiers, one who was pregnant, as mere workplace violence. Number 21, giving captured terrorists at Gitmo who are drenched in soldiers' blood a $750,000 soccer field, cable TV, entertainment class, and painting, etc., while stripping away benefits for soldiers at every turn. Number 20, ordering federal agencies to make the sequester cuts as painful as possible for the American people, which ended up cutting tuition assistance for soldiers and increasing other costs for the armed forces, the board. Number 19, denying veterans from all over the country access to World War II Memorial and watching over a staged government shutdown while allowing illegal immigrants to hold political rally on closed federal grounds. Number 18, cutting military health care benefits while increasing spending on unionizing federal bureaucrats to Obama voters. Number 17, ignoring a former Marine feverishly imprisoned in Mexico on Trump up on weapons charges. Number 16, using soldiers to help a terror-sponsoring dictator fought off outrageous civilian protesters. Number 15, purging the military and above keeping constitutionalists. Number 14, imposing draconian cuts to the things we are actually supposed to be spending tax dollars on under the Constitution, like the military, while exploding spending on the things the federal government has no authority to even be involved in, like Obama's $1 trillion healthcare takeover. Number 13, silencing and criminalizing Christianity in the military. Number 12, banning time-proven interrogation techniques and insisting on treating foreign terrorists as mere common criminals to be tried in American courts as civilians. Number 11, suppressing military votes. Number 10, imposing ludicrous rules of engagement on troops that have needlessly gotten many soldiers killed. Number 9, appeasing our enemies, backing down after drawing red lines in the sand betraying our allies and disbanding our missile defenses of all which needless endangers our troops. Number 8, cutting troops down to pre-World War II levels and then allowing illegal immigrants into the military. Number 7, allowing veterans to die on secret waiting lists at VA hospitals all over the country after being warned about the manipulated numbers and obscene delays in care. Welcome to universal health care, and back in 2008. Number 6, abandoning 3 decorated veterans and a U.S. ambassador to be dragged through the streets and tortured to death by bloodthirsty Islamic savages in Benghazi, and then falsely blaming Americans have the right to disagree with Islam in public. Number 5, releasing numerous terrorists back onto the streets so they can return and attack our soldiers, including one who ended up becoming the leader of ISIS. Number 4, releasing 5 major terrorists to appease the Taliban and to releasing 1 American hater deserter. Number 3, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory in Iraq, while handing Afghanistan back to the Islamic fundamentalists who facilitated 9/11 with the Taliban. Number 2, open funding and arming Islamic terrorists. Number 1, ending trampling the Constitution that soldiers are sworn to defend and attacking the rights they fight, bleed, and die to protect. Both people in this situation, Donald Trump was wrong for what he did, and I don't agree for him bashing that Muslim soldier. And God bless that family, for having their son sacrificed. But for Democrats to condemn one candidate when the current president, who's a Democrat, who's a liberal on top of it, is for the shit he's done is far worse.
What?
And no one's crucifying him. If you're gonna be fair, both people. Throw the stone. Like Jew Palestinians should be cast the first stone. That's the way I see it. I don't think what Trump did was right. I think he's a fucking idiot. But goddamn, you can't just crucify someone and allow some guy who's been in office for 8 years to get away with all this bullshit, man. It's not right. It's not fair, and it's very contradicting. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to take away the man's life who died, the Muslim family's life. I appreciate the sacrifice he's done for this country. I don't think it was right for Donald Trump to say what he said, but people want to ignore what Obama has done to the military. It's completely disrespectful too. It goes 2 ways. It's a 2-way street. It doesn't go one way only. It's a 2-way street. You have to be fair about the situation at hand.
All right. Hold on a second. Can you please tell us what website you found that on?
What website I found this on?
Yes.
Well, it's on many websites, and this is off of conservative, Tribune.com.
So it's on, wow, that's a thing. Make it easy. It's on a conservative website. You said what's a conservative?
Because this won't be posted on.
I let you give your whole
or any liberal website.
I let you have your whole 30 countdown of bullshit you think Obama's done. Okay.
Well,
who's right there?
If you go back to Google, there's a list of different websites of
yes, they're on
the politicalinsider.com of all this other stuff that Obama has done to the military, dude. It's just not that one website. Just type in Google Obama respects military, and there's gonna be a bunch of websites, dude. I just went to that one link.
All right,
Either way it goes, neither person is perfect at this, and both are wrong. But you to sit there and crucify one person when a president the guy's been in office for 8 years, and not crucify the shit he's done to the military. That's just absurd. That's not fair. I believe in fairness, and both people are idiots for doing it. I don't think neither one was right. I'm a fair person.
All right,
I'm a very fair person. I believe in fair justice and everything else.
All right.
I'm a very fair person. I don't choose favorites.
Well, if you're a fair person, let me vote.
8
If you're a
years.
fair person, let me
Who's been
rebuttal.
doing it longer? That's just ridiculous.
If you're a fair
That's just
person, let me
ridiculous,
rebuttal.
man. That's absurd.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, now let me rebuttal. Now, first of all, about most of that you said there was bullshit. I mean, it was. I mean, none of those were facts that you can back up. Okay, a lot of those were just nameless shit that you said that there are no facts backing it up. Now, I can't go through all of them because we don't have a day here, but let's pick a couple. First of all, about the what did you say? What was the one? I think it was one of the first ones you said about the gays in the military, or something like that. What was that about?
I had to go back and look.
I think it was like 30 or 29 or something like that.
209. Oh hell no! I remember 209. Fucking.
I mean, sorry. It was a long list. I don't know, but I think it was 30 or 29.
29. Force race baiting, class warfare propaganda, extreme PC sensitivity measure, and gay pride month on soldiers.
All right, force.
Like they were forcing upon them.
Force.
That's like a no. That's a no thing in the military. You know what I'm saying? That's like a no deal. That's always been like that.
Force. How did he force race bait? Let me ask you that one first. Well, you read the list. Okay, back it up. You made a statement. Back it up.
He forced it, dude. Like he forced it against their will. In the military. You're in the military. If I remember correctly, because I know people who serve in the military. You can't even do half the shit that you can do in the world. There's rules in the military. You can't do this. I know a guy.
He made rules, and that's how he forced race baited.
Hey Joe, at boot camp they kicked him out for that shit. That's like a fucking no-no right there.
How did he force race bait? You said he forced race baiting. I mean, I think if like Republicans want to do, turn the world and make a big deal about Islamic terrorists and make the whole world hate Muslims, okay? I think that's forced race baiting, okay?
No, I don't hate Muslims. I hate the.
I'm not saying you hate Muslims, but the Republicans,
I hate
the Republicans want to push this phrase, Islamic terrorist, on everybody, and we have to say it all the time in this terrorist act. Okay, forget about helping the people. Forget about making sure what we're going to do. No, the first thing they want to say is make sure you say Islamic terrorist. Okay, and basically what they want to do is they want to turn the Americans, whether you're white, whether you're black, against the Arabs and against the Muslim Americans, and thus doing that causes the Muslim Americans, okay, to say, you know what, my country fucking hates me. Why am I, every time something happens, they put me into this shit when I didn't even do it. And so you know what, fuck America, I'm gonna go after it now. And that's how you guys create terrorists. Okay, that is forced race baiting, in case you want to know. Now I don't know anything Obama did that anything close to that. Okay, you can help me with that one. Okay, but that's what all the Republicans, with Donald Trump and all the main Republicans want to do with this Islamic terrorist phrase they have going.
Actually, real quick, it's funny how you bring this up because back in World War II, we didn't say we're going to war with fucking Germans. We're going to war with fucking Nazis because that's what they're fucking called. They're called fucking Nazis. If you go to war with Canada, we're not calling them Canadians. We're going to call them terrorist Canucks or some shit. We're going to make fun of them, right? We're gonna call them for what they are,
Yeah, Nazis were not Germans. I mean, yeah, they were Germans, but they weren't.
Nazis were Germans.
Islamic is not the name of a terrorist group. Islamic is the name of the religion.
But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna call them for what you are. We're gonna call you for what you are. Even Google, you Google ISIS, it will come as Islamic terrorists. You call them for what they are. You call, the Germans World War II, like I said, you Google Germans World War II, the Germans call it Nazis. You call them for what they are. And I'm not saying I have some friends who are Muslims, and they talk to me on a personal level. I never attacked them. Okay?
I'm not saying
they come with me. They understand.
You're right.
They understand.
You represent
I don't like the people that make y'all look bad. That's all I said. I told them I said that before. Islam terrorists. I explained to them. Those people are making your Islamic religion bad, and they're being terrorists about it. They're taking shit to the extreme. And I called for what it is. I told him that on a personal level on the phone, and he completely understood me. And he said not one time he has gotten offended for me. Matter of fact, me and him are boys. We're cool with each other.
All right, that's
You know what
fine.
I'm
You,
saying?
hey, this is about who you're representing. Okay, I'm talking about the fucking idiot, which you called him, that you're representing. Okay, and the party you represent that wants to push Islamic terrorists, that want to push Americans to hate the Arab nation, to hate American Muslims, and cause a interrace war with each other. Okay, what you got, what the party you're representing is doing. It's not about you or me. This is about who we're representing. Okay, and the fucking idiot, which I'll call him that because you call him that. Okay, is the one that's behind all this. We have to say Islamic terrorist thing. Why don't we not call him anything at all? Not give him the credit of being being anything. Okay, I think that's the biggest problem we do with terrorism. We want to label it all the time. Let's not when a terrorist sees us on TV, see, oh God, they label us Islamic terrorists and they name us terror. They put my name on television. They put my my history. They like that. And when they kill me, I said, listen, I'll die, but I'll be immortal because everybody will be talking about me, and they want to be known as ruthless murderers. That's not a problem to them. And, so I think we should stop with this Islamic terrorist shit. Stop with this race baiting shit as far as turning the Muslims against us. Okay, and we shouldn't even mention their names when we have terrorist attack. That's a little subject, but that's another thing I think this country can do.
Oh, I'm going to disagree with you. If we're going against, like I said, if God forbid the Third Reich rise back up to Germany, man, I'm not gonna call them those motherfucking Germans again. I'm gonna call them fucking Nazis. I'm gonna call them for what they are. But that's just me. I mean, that's just my opinion on the view. I'm gonna call them for what they are. They're fucking Nazis. They're fucking goddamn Nazis.
Well, there's Germans now. They are Nazis anymore, are they?
But I'm just saying, if they rise back up again, God forbid that to happening.
There were a lot of Jews there. There were a lot of Jews that died.
I'm calling them Nazis, though.
But
I'm gonna call them for what they are, and I'm gonna call these people over there ISIS Islamic terrorists.
But Nazis
I'm calling them that. I didn't call it the whole Muslim regime Islamic terrorists. I call it ISIS.
Well, the point I was saying is that's what race baiting is. Please tell me what Obama has done anywhere near that. You about your race baiting comment that you made on your list, on your bullshit list.
My bullshit list?
Yeah.
Dude, he tried to force something. He's trying to force Christianity out. He's trying to he thinks that he's trying to force religion out of Christianity. Okay, Christianity is probably one of the biggest religions in this country, and he's trying to force another religion on someone. Okay, that's race baiting right there. You're forcing a belief on someone.
How is he forcing Christianity? First of all, Christianity is not a race; it's a religion. You can be
black. But I mean, there's like prejudice though in a way.
How is he doing it? How is he forcing religion out?
Huh?
How is he forcing religion out?
He's trying to it says he's forcing Christianity out on the list I just read.
So if it said he's butt fucking Dumbo in the ass, does that mean it's true because the internet says it? I mean, the internet never lies to us, does it?
Dude, I'm just telling you what that list says, dude. I'm just telling you what that list says. I don't believe in the liberal media. Because the liberal media won't show everything there is.
I hope your boy Donald Trump don't make the mistake. Okay? If you bring facts to a debate, you have to have them backed up. You have to have.
I did bring up that. I did bring up facts.
You read.
And Obama has in the past.
You read from some website.
What was it? His first year as president. He went to Veterans Day. He fucking disrespected on the veterans of Veterans Day, dude. He did something totally. It's on YouTube, man. You should look that up, man. He did some totally fucked up. I remember that, dude.
What did he do? Tell us what he did. We're dying to know. What did he do?
I guess he didn't honor him by saluting him or whatever. No, every president that usually does. He didn't give him a standing ovation or something like that. I don't know. It's been years ago, dude. It's been 8 years ago.
Maybe he didn't buy him all pair of Jordans, something like that. That could offend him.
All right, so we got questions.
Dude, he has done some shit like that in the past, and I remember seeing it on television, dude.
Maybe he didn't send armor to him in war like President Bush did. Okay. In the war in Iraq, when Muslim followers had to go online and send their kids armor to go to war, he didn't do anything like that, which I think is better than anything.
I hate to cut you guys off because I see you guys you're going at it pretty bad. I mean, but here's my questions to you guys, for both of you. What do you feel each candidate you're repping is going to bring in? How do you feel they're going to bring in more jobs for America? So I will start with you, Michael Rand. What do you feel? How do you feel Trump's going to bring more jobs in for Americans.
Well, I know Trump's gonna get rid of that goddamn Obamacare that's been fucking the middle and lower income people in the ass with no lube. I mean, for Christ's sakes, I mean, I remember when I got my company, I was paying like $16 a week for insurance. I mean, that's pretty goddamn good a week, you know, $16. Now last year went to $33, and this year's almost $50. It's gonna keep on going up and up and up. I don't even clear $40K a year. Hell, I got a coworker who works with me. You know, he's a maintenance man. He fixes everything that's in the company. He's paying like $250 a week now with his family and his wife and himself. I mean, there's no limits to Obamacare. Realistically, man, it's hurting the middle and lower income people. It doesn't affect the rich income people because they have tons of fucking goddamn money. Realistically, it doesn't affect them at all. But I like that. I like some of his policies he has, but I don't agree with everything he says. Now, I know Hillary Clinton came out and said she's going to raise taxes on middle class people, and most of Americans are middle class. They are mostly middle class in this country. I mean, in reality, she's not going to raise just taxes in middle class. She says she is. She's going to raise taxes on lower income, middle class, and high class. She's going to fuck everyone in the ass with that. I mean, that's just ridiculous, man. A lot of shit's going to happen, you know, and I really want the Obamacare gone. I really want to go back paying $16 a week, you know, for my insurance. And like I said, I like some of his policies here and there, but I can't be sold on for what he is. But I don't think he's gonna be the greatest president. But I think he's gonna be a better choice than Hillary. Hillary's just lying off her ass. I mean, what the fuck has Hillary done as a senator? What has she done as a senator in New York? Because she has done more for her goddamn self. If you look back at her track record, she actually focused on herself way more than the actual people in this country. She took care of herself as a greedy person. Money, 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 money. Fuck everyone else. Let me get this money. And that's it. She will say anything she would. She will say, well, I'm for gay marriage. 10 years ago you weren't. Equal rights and everything. Back in the 90s, she called African Americans super predators. They need to bring them to heel. Even Ice Cube came out and said, man, that was a racial slur. That was more like a slavery type term, you know. Ice Cube, the man himself, said that shit. Hell, I mean, come on now. She said racial shit, you know. Supposedly a secret ex-Secret Service member who was with the Clintons. They said racial shit too.
This is about the economy. We're going way off topic here. You said,
I know, but I'm just saying, like, Hillary Clinton will not do good.
Later, you know, it's not answer every question at once.
All right. So now KoolJoe's part. How do you feel Hillary's going to bring in more jobs?
All right. Now,
she will raise taxes.
First of all, let me a quick rebuttal on something he said. Okay, first of all, about Obamacare, saying they was a disaster. Okay, 82% of Americans were unhappy with the healthcare system before Obama came in. Okay, all right, 50 million people were uninsured in this country. Okay, we have gotten 75% of the people here in America insured. Okay, you know, there used to be a job lock. You know, in America, people were afraid to lose their job and start their companies because they're afraid they're gonna lose their health care because there was no private way of getting it because it costs too damn much. Okay, well, and the government spending was way too much. Okay, back we used to pay $8,745 per person for Medicare because for healthcare because people weren't covered. Okay, it was a disaster before Obamacare. Okay. Now, is Obamacare perfect? You know, does it have a couple kinks in it? Yes, it does. But I blame the Republicans for not working with Obama when he was trying to pass the bill too. Okay, if they really want to help Americans, they should say, listen, let's sit down, let's work out a plan, let's try to come together and work out something else. No, their idea was nothing. If you're sick, go to the hospital and pay for yourself. That was their plan. Now, about what can Hillary do for this country? Now, listen, like I said, sign the back is up for a reason. I am not a Hillary supporter. I am not a Hillary believer. Okay, I do not believe, you know, a lot of shit she's selling. Yes, she does change her mind numerous times. Okay, but hopefully that the Democratic Party, which I think has listened to the American people and listened to their people of what they want more, are going to are going to push her to go forward with the policies that Bernie Sanders wanted. Like, first of all, we have to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. The minimum wage is a fucking disaster right now. I mean, I don't know if you guys go shopping in the stores or anything, but everything has gone up. Okay, everywhere you look, things have gone up. I mean, $8 federal minimum wage is a crying shame. It's a poverty wage, what it is. Okay, all right. We need to work on, not get rid of the Obamacare, but work on it. Okay, I personally want to go to a universal healthcare system. Okay, cut out a lot of the pressure on the businesses. Okay, I think there's things to work out. I think we should make college more affordable. Okay, we pay a lot of money in taxes to these state universities that get money from the state and still charge the same amount as private schools who don't get any help from the government. I think it's bullshit. Student loan debt, raising the minimum wage, making sure that people that work 40 hours a week don't live in starvation. Those are the things that can help this economy out.
I have something to get, here's the thing: when you raise minimum wage, who's gonna pay for it? Is there a tree with money on it? Because if there is, man, I like $600 a month for rent. That'd be good for me. Well, because I like that kind of money, who's gonna pay for this minimum wage? Who's gonna pay for all this shit? Because that's a lot of shit, man. That's a lot of goddamn shit you're asking for.
Well, first of all,
that's a hell of a lot of shit.
Are you gonna hear? You ask questions.
Who's gonna pay for it?
All right, I'm gonna explain to you, how the economy works. Okay, the economy does better when people are spending money, and when you have people at a certain rate, and making a certain rate, they're not gonna spend overly money. Okay, if you made more money, would you spend more? Would you probably go out and do things that you wouldn't do now? I'm not trying to get too much involved in your private business, but wouldn't you spend more money if you had more?
I would try to conserve as much money as possible
so if you made triple of what you're making right now, you would spend the same amount.
Slightly bit more.
Yeah, slightly
bit more, but not a whole lot.
Take care of your family more. You probably go on maybe a family vacation. Maybe go out to eat more with your family. You would spend more money. The reason why America was so good in the 90s when the Clinton were in office, okay, was because that people were spending money. People were out there spending money, and the reason why the economy is in a not really a bad spot. It's better than it was 7 years ago. But the reason why the economy is not fully growing is because people aren't out spending money. Things have gotten too expensive. Okay, certain class of restaurants and shopping has hit a wall where if you're not in this class, you can't shop. The middle class can't shop anymore. The middle class can't go out and eat and shop at the good supermarkets and shop at the any of the good restaurants. They have to go to the Save-A-Lots and to the Aldi's and the low income supermarkets because they can't afford the top ones. Okay, so if you give people money and of course it's not going to be $15 an hour right away. Okay, it's going to be a process. Okay, you start raising a little bit at a time. As you raise a little bit at a time, people will have more money in their pockets. The economy will spend more, and the economy will grow. How else are you going to make it grow without supplying it?
Well, here's the problem with that. You get minimum wage of $15 an hour. If say you're a small businessman, right? You own your own business, all right? Say, for example, you say you own your own business, say whatever it is, like plumbing or AC repairs or whatever, right? And you want to hire your own crew, you know what I'm saying? And then, minimum wage is $15 an hour. You're like, damn, I can't pay these guys $15 because that's minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? As an apprentice, whatever, apprentice journeyman. So you're gonna basically like, okay, I gotta give them like this much. And then you got people at the grocery store. Okay, it's gonna cost too much for you as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't give them $15 an hour as a small businessman because minimum wage is $15 an hour. It's gonna hurt you more as a small businessman. You know what I'm trying to say? This the thing when you raise minimum wage like this, bro. You're hurting the small businesses, in general. And this is the American dream. You start your own business, small, and then get it big as possible, and then you pay as more as you go. You get what I'm saying? That's the American dream. Okay, when you have like minimum wage, okay, a guy works at a grocery store, you get paid minimum wage, $15 an hour. and he's cutting fruit salad bowls, right? Making fruit salad bowls, right? Kiwi and all that shit in it. And say the original price was like $3.99 plus tax. But since minimum wage went up to $15 fucking an hour, the fucking fruit bowls are fucking goddamn $22.99 plus tax. And no one's gonna be like, oh fuck this shit, I'm not paying for that. That's too goddamn expensive for the salad. And when you don't sell, I used to work at a grocery store years ago. When you don't sell shit, it gets bad, it gets thrown away, and it cuts money from the department, it cuts money from the hours, etc. Basically, when I used to work retail years ago. So what happens when you don't sell this shit, it goes bad, you throw it away, and guess what's gonna happen to the small people, the people who are minimum wage? They're gonna lose their jobs. They're gonna get that pink slip that says you have been laid off due to lack of production of sales. You need sales to make money. In order to make money, to pay that person's wages, to pay their hours. You can't just raise minimum wage to $15 an hour, bro. It's not gonna happen like that. It's gonna. You're gonna put this country in a hellhole than it already is. You're gonna put this country further in debt if that's the case.
The point is, like, prices have already gone up the last 10 years. Okay, prices on products, prices on on restaurant stuff have gone up. Okay, it's not the same anymore.
Well, let's say the 90s.
Okay, things have gone up. Okay, we're not inventing this number because it's not. We're not inventing this number. We're not inventing this number. We're not inventing this number because it sounds good. This number is mathematically working with the way prices have gone up and way growth has gone up in this country, and prices have gone up. Now, like I said, once again, if people are making more money and people are having more money to support their families, more money to live, and not living in poverty, okay, people can afford to get their AC fixed more. Okay, I think small businesses would be thriving if people would make more money. People would have more money. They'd be more busy. Okay, that's how you get this economy going. You have to supply money to it. It's not a magic wand. You can't wave a magic wand and the economy's gonna get better. No, you need to make sure people are not living in fucking hell. And people that work 4 hours a week can't support their family. You can't support a family on a fucking job.
From school or whatever. Or say you got laid off, you work at McDonald's as a temporary thing before you get back to your career that you've been doing or something, and you got laid off in the field that you're experiencing. I mean, McDonald's is not supposed to be like the rest of your life type deal, you know what I'm saying? I don't think McDonald's workers, people who make burgers.
It's not about McDonald's.
I don't think those guys deserve $15 an hour.
But the problem is people that are working in restaurants.
Can I get no ice in my drink? Simple, no ice in my drink. They put ice in my drink. Hey, can I get no onions in my shit? They put onions in my shit, man. I mean, come on now. And you wonder why you can't get $15 an hour.
I guarantee you, if they're making $15 an hour, they wouldn't fuck your onions up. Okay?
No, I guarantee they will. I'll bet you the I guarantee they put the onions out.
All right.
I guarantee they put onions out.
Are dumb people that were getting by on this minimum wage gonna get screwed? Yes. Okay. Because it's gonna jobs are gonna get a little more harder because more people are gonna be working. Okay. But you can't just because someone messed up your onions on fucking at McDonald's. Say, this guy who works at a 5-star restaurant who makes maybe $2 more than the fucking hamburger guy at McDonald's, okay, should have to have his family live in poverty, okay, while this guy, it fucking your onions up, okay? The American dream, you quote the American dream. You quote the American dream means you come in this country and you can't make it in this economy with this minimum wage.
I tell you what, the servers make a lot of money at 5-star restaurants.
Yeah,
I mean, I know.
$50 an hour, and they're in the world by KoolJoe35. They make around $50 an hour. They average around $50 an hour. They get theirs through tips, but they get it, and that's how they're able to make more money. And that's how the cooks and the other people working in restaurants don't make any money because they make starvation wages.
All right, so cool, Joe. I got you this question. Here's the question for you. This is just for you.
All right.
What are your thoughts on Hillary deleting 30,000 emails?
All right. The quote Bernie Sanders here. I'm sick and tired of our goddamn emails. Listen. I mean, you know, the email thing, the email scandal. A lot of politicians, a lot of people in office had the same problem. Okay. Dick Cheney had the same problem. Colin Powell has the same problem. Who are both Republicans serving in the Bush administration. Now, believe me, I wish that the fucking FBI found her guilty and we had a Bernie Sanders versus Trump campaign going on right now. I'd be much happier. Okay, but by somehow the FBI found her. A Republican FBI found her not guilty. So, I believe in the law system in this country, I guess.
But no. The last time I watched Trey Gowdy, he's a South Carolina representative Republican, or congressman. He's one of my favorite guys I love to watch. I think he's a stand-up guy. I think he'd be a good president, but he really doesn't want to focus on politics. He wants to focus on the law only. It's very fair. I watched that hearing. He had a hearing with James Comey, the leader for the director of the FBI.
Was Republican.
And he found her guilty. So he said if you're a private and Trey Gowdy said this, if you're a private in the military, you send emails to your personal email address, whatever, you can keep that in the military. But if you're Hillary Clinton, you're protected. You don't go to jail.
What are you talking? What talking about deleting the emails?
No, she sent classified emails. And it's been proven that she has. But she's protected, dude.
So did Colin Powell.
Gonna do
so did Dick Cheney. So did Petraeus.
Bro. She has
so protection. People.
She has protection from high places, bro. That if me and you would have got in trouble for, our ass would be in jail, realistically.
So did a lot of politicians do the same shit. And but Petraeus, he did get in trouble for it. But Colin Powell didn't. Dick Cheney didn't. I mean, all of a sudden now you guys want to point the finger? I mean, listen. If you want to put everybody in jail, put everybody in jail. But put everybody in jail that's committing crimes, not just one person. And okay, your side for doing it.
All right, then let's all throw our asses in jail. Then they break the goddamn law. They all of them should be in jail, and they should.
I think someone that puts a false college on TV, scamming people out of money. Okay, says hey, if you send me this money, I'll make you a billionaire. I'll make you a real estate tycoon. Okay.
I seen that shit.
Okay.
That guy's a fucking idiot.
Either. Okay. All right. How see? Let me tell you something. If honestly, guy, as an unbiased politician here, if you guys had anybody else running against Hillary Clinton, you probably would win. Okay. Like I said, she definitely has flaws in her candidate, but the fact is that everything you're accusing her of doing in some form or another, you could accuse Trump of doing the same shit. Okay, Trump lied to people. Trump scammed people out of money. Okay, had working people, stay-at-home moms, people that are trying to live the American dream, like you say, send their hard-earned money in because they believed in this man. They wanted to be like him. They followed him, and he took the money and put it in his back pocket and said, "Thank you, suckers." Okay, that's the kind of person you want to be president. That's what you can stand behind the fucking idiot. You said that's the person you want to be president.
Is that what you're talking about? The whole veterans donations?
No.
You sent me an article that was posted from January 2016.
Sorry. There are a lot of Trump buffs. A lot of Trump fuckers we have to get through. I'm talking about the Trump University. I've heard of Trump University, right?
I don't know nothing about that shit.
Oh my God! Let me tell you something. Good. I'm glad you're a Trump supporter. I can tell you
I think Trump.
I don't want him Trump. Let me ask you a question.
She's worse.
Let me ask you a question. Trump put out a fake university. He went on TV and said, sign up for a Trump University. I will personally help you and make sure that you become a real estate tycoon. You'll be making millions of dollars. You'll be I'll teach you the ways. Personally, teach you the ways. Okay, and he made them send tuitions of like going to a regular university. Send them all this money, and then what they got? A book. I said, thank you very much. Basically, it was a whole scam. Basically, he went on TV and scammed a bunch of people, okay, out of money. Okay, you got.
That sounds like some shit that Hillary has done in the past too. Goddamn,
Hey, Joe,
Hillary
I
has
hate to
her.
cut you guys off now,
Her and Bill Clinton took money from the Clinton Foundation. They had their hands in the Clinton Foundation. They got donated money. Her and Bill went in, stuck their hand in the cookie jar, took that shit out, dude, and put it in their pocket, dude.
Here we go. More
Shit.
More conspiracy theories. More conspiracy theories.
You want these idiots backing off?
Maybe she went back in time and killed
It's been proven they stole money from the Clinton Foundation.
Oh, God.
It's been proven they have.
So, Michael
Dirty
Rand,
laundry money? Come on, man.
Rand, here's my question to you now. Everybody wants to know this. I'm pretty sure everybody. What is the real reason why you are supporting Donald Trump? That's what everybody wants to know.
What is the real reason why I'm supporting Donald Trump?
The real reason why, not
Fucking
just because
idiot.
Hillary. Just say the real reason, not Hillary being a racist, not the Democrats being liars and stuff, liberals being liars. Give us the real fact, hard reason why you are supporting Donald Trump.
Because I think he can do a better job than Hillary.
All right, so how can he do a better
because
job?
I know Hillary don't give a flying fuck about this country as it is. She says she does, but in reality, she's gonna kill us all. We're all gonna get, she's saying we're all gonna die, and that's the truth. But hey, she got 4 Americans got killed over there in Benghazi. And she told the military to stand down twice on that one. They saved her.
How many?
I don't trust anything she said.
On 9/11.
Hell.
How many people did Bush kill on 9/11? Was it more than 4?
Huh?
How many people did President Bush kill on 9/11?
That was out of his hands. Like almost 3,000 people died in 9/11.
No, 3,000 people is more than 4. I'm just saying.
That was out of his hands. He didn't know about that. He didn't know about it
was on his desk. It was on his desk that day.
In elementary school reading a goddamn book. You're a little kid.
There we go.
In your state when that shit happened.
All right. So every time that a terrorist dies in Obama's hand or Clinton's hand, it's their fault. If a national disaster happens, it's Bush's fault. It's not in Hitler's hands. It's not his fault. Okay.
I never said anything was Clinton or Obama's fault. I'm saying they had chances to say these people they knew about it. There's a difference. The knowing and not knowing. There's a big difference in that situation.
Michael Rand, I don't know if you know. You can go on Google, but maybe even your Republican websites will tell you this. Condoleezza Rice had that on her desk, the file about 9/11 was going to happen. Okay, they didn't report it, and that's how it happened. Okay, that's fact. You can look it up.
I'm just saying he was in elementary school reading the book.
For both of you guys, all right, what are you guys going to do about the immigration problem in America? Immigration.
Well, let's see, immigration. Well, according to Hillary, back in 2006, she said in a video on YouTube, and you can look this up. You can type in Hillary Clinton Mexico 06 on YouTube, and it'll come up. She said this: Mexico is an important problem to this country. Mexico is continuously migrating up north for their citizens, etc. They need to fix their economy and everything. We need to secure our borders. We need to put fences up and everything. And if anybody comes over here illegally, we're going to fortify our borders and deport all illegal immigrants. She said that, and now she's changing her ways. I don't know why. Maybe to get more votes. Who fucking knows? But she said the same shit that Donald Trump said. So it's basically the same shit, but she just changes her mind like every time she does. I don't believe anything she says, but I'm just going with what she said.
Honestly,
I don't want that Donald Trump says too.
I don't want to sound kind of offensive because you're supporting Trump. It seems kind of like you're basically hating on Hillary more, and you're just supporting Trump because we hate Hillary.
Thank you.
No, I'm being serious. She says the same shit as Donald Trump is doing, but people are denying it though.
If Trump's president, let's say he's elected president in November. If he's elected president, it's not about what Hillary has done to the country or anything, what she's going to do or something. It's what will Trump do about the immigration law. I think
he's going to force the immigration laws, unlike Obama has in general. And here's something I want to. You know what the difference is between Senator Obama and President Barack Obama? And I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay? They both have different views on this.
Go on conservative.com. Go ahead.
No, this is actually CNN News. Believe it or not. I'm going to tell you a quote. these last few years, we've seen an acceptable abuse of power, having a president whose priorities expanding his own power. And guess who said that? It was Senator Barack Obama. No law could give Congress a backbone if it refused to stand up as a co-equal branch. The Constitution made it. Senator Barack Obama. What do we do with a president who could basically change what Congress?
What is Trump going to do? The question is, what is Trump going to do? You keep mentioning Obama,
so Trump is going to
Hillary. What is Trump going to do? That's the question. He's going to
enforce these immigration laws that
How are you going to enforce it? How are you going to enforce it? What? You going to
enforce these immigration laws? He's going to enforce it on everyone.
Come on, you know the script. He's going to build a wall, and Mexico's going to pay for it. Come on, it's easy. Okay, he says it's
he's gonna enforce. I said he's gonna. I told you. He's gonna enforce all that bullshit that Obama has done. He's gonna build a wall,
and Mexico's gonna pay for it. That's all you gotta say.
No, I don't agree with that.
That's his plan.
Of his part.
That's his plan.
I don't agree with that. I think he should have said. I'm gonna try to talk to Mexico. Maybe they pay half and half. If not, I'll pay. We're gonna pay our own. That's what he should have said.
They want him don't hear that bullshit. They want to hear get things out of here.
All right, so cool. Now you're up. Now, what is Hillary going to do about the immigration laws?
Let me tell you guys.
Allow everyone give them for free.
That you guys don't know, or maybe you guys don't. Maybe some of you do, maybe some don't. Politicians lie so they can get votes. Okay, the secret's out. I think it was Jay-Z who said, "Politician ain't nothing but lie to me and destroy history." Okay, now. Do I believe that the Democrats, as an Hispanic person, do I believe the Democrats have my back? No. Okay? I don't believe you should depend on any politician to have your back as a race or creed or anything. Okay? Now back in the back in the day, about 10 years ago and longer than that, the Hispanic the Hispanic people in America weren't that big. So getting the Hispanic vote wasn't really important, okay? So now because the Democrats want the Hispanic vote, and I'm willing to admit that because they want the Hispanic vote, they have taken a higher road on immigration, supporting the Hispanic side. Now, first of all, everybody makes a big deal about securing our borders and everything. You know the most race of people that come to this country as illegal immigrants come from China? You gonna build a wall over there? They already I think they have torn down a wall already, or probably torn down, I don't know. But that's how they come. Most people that come here as the immigrants fly down here, come here, and just stay, and don't leave. And most of them are from China and other countries, not even from Mexico. Okay, the majority of foreign illegal immigrants come from China and countries out there. Okay, so. Building a wall is not going to help us. Okay, I think what we should do is make a path to citizenship. I think if Hillary Clinton wants Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party wants the Hispanics to keep supporting her. Okay, they'll work on a path to citizenship, helping people become citizens easier than the horrible rules they have right now. Okay, and help and not make this a problem so we can focus on the economy, focus on terrorism, not fight over bullshit that really doesn't affect us. Okay, we need to make sure we need to get this thing settled. Okay, get the thing settled, make it easier for people to become immigrants because this country is a country of immigrants. The thing about this country, about the American dream, okay, is that we come from different countries. Okay, like Michael Rand, I believe you came from Canada, right? Okay, really? My father came from Cuba. Okay, isn't it beautiful that we get to on this Sunday night we get to talk, okay, and argue politics in America with somebody, a son of an immigrant from Cuba and somebody from Canada get to discuss American politics. It's a beautiful fucking thing that we have in this country. We're able to discuss this, okay. So, so I think we should work on bringing people together than tearing each other apart and building walls and trying to people out. Let's keep people together on the same page instead of dividing.
Let me try to shoot this down.
Here's the thing, because Hillary said the same shit back in 2006.
I'll answer. I'll
So
give him
what's
this.
the, so what's the difference between 06 Hillary and now than
Like I
Hillary
said,
has now?
I do not
What's the
believe.
difference between the two? Because they're the same people last time I checked.
I do.
All right,
I
so
don't, you know, I answered you that. I said back then, the politicians didn't give a shit about the Hispanics and the people coming to the country because they weren't voting for them. They didn't give a shit. They didn't matter in the elections. Okay, what the politicians matter or what goes on in the elections.
Do you believe Hillary's going to do this though? Do you honestly believe Hillary?
I
Hillary Clinton that we
more than Trump.
supposedly know is going to do this.
I believe Trump's gonna is gonna divide us. Trump's gonna he's not gonna be, even build this fucking wall. Okay,
This
because
country's already
that's not
divided
gonna
to begin
happen.
with, dude.
That's a scam anyway. All right, but
Country's already
he's gonna
divided
divide
to
us.
begin with, man. Like, there's so much hatred and evil in this country to begin with before Donald Trump even took over. Donald Trump was trying to run for president. It was already divided to begin with. You know,
He didn't
this
invent
country's
this.
as a fucking hellhole for
He
Christ's
didn't
sake.
invent this. He's feeding this to the masses. He
All
didn't
right.
invent this.
All right, so now here's my thing about it, KoolJoe. You're saying we should bring people together in the United States from different countries. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, we should make.
But
All right, but
other
here's
countries
the
like
problem.
France and
Here's the
UK
problem.
and all that, they have like the same immigration laws that we do. And you know,
Here's the
if one of us go over there illegally,
All right,
we go to jail and shit, and we get deported.
all right, but here's the
That's the
problem,
thing.
KoolJoe.
So
All right,
why?
you're saying bring
It's okay for them to keep the standards they have. You get what I'm saying? But it's not okay. It's okay. You're saying we have to change our standards, but over there it's okay for them to keep their standards. Because I tell you what, you go to fucking UK, you go over there illegally.
Well,
guess what's gonna happen? Your ass gonna be thrown in jail. And
you
your ass gonna
can't.
be deported. That's the same shit.
King and queen, and they have elections.
Yeah, you're in this country.
All right. And
All right,
That's
so
the
here's the
exact
thing.
same one we have here in this country.
Here's the thing about this, Joe. You're saying we should bring the country together, like from everybody from different countries. Now, what's the problem? The problem with that is we don't know who these people are. We don't know if they're terrorists or we don't know if they're good citizens and like have a good criminal record. We got to really track down that
Where was
criminal
the
record.
A background check.
people getting in?
We need a background check, and this is the thing. This is the thing that I've been reading upon and watching stuff and everything. They have certain different levels of misdemeanors. They have DUI as a misdemeanor, domestic violence as a misdemeanor and all that. And those people right there don't deserve to be in this country because look, DUI, come on, man. And I mean, domestic violence. I mean, you can't. I mean, those stuff right there. I mean, okay, smoking pot, stealing a candy bar, or whatever. That's I guess that's okay because that ain't shit. But you allowed certain people to come in this country, and it's only this is the thing that's going on right now for immigration. You allow people with DUIs and domestic violence come in this country, and all sorts of stuff, and then when they get kicked out of the country, they commit another crime again. And you can prevent that from someone getting hurt, etc. If you don't allow those kind of people in this country. I think there should be a thorough background check on everyone that comes in here, scan and make sure they're not terrorists, make sure they have no bad fucking violence as it is. Because this country has domestic violence and DUIs as it is from American citizens that are here in this country to begin with. We don't need more on top of that, okay? We already got our own problems as it is in this country. We need to focus on what we got now and try to eliminate the bad problems because it can reoccur again. You know what I'm trying to say? And we need to scan everyone, make sure they're good, and make sure they're not terrorists and stuff because we can't trust everyone that comes in this motherfucker. Like 2,000 something refugees just came in this country recently. We don't know who these people are. ISIS made threats plenty of times saying, we're going to invade America and we're going to fucking kill everyone. We're going to put a black flag on top of Washington. They said that many, many times already. And God forbid something terrible happens next time. God forbid that because, it'd be a tragedy. I don't want to see anyone get killed over some dumb shit because the process is not being scanned correctly. We can't trust everyone in the world. We can't.
Where have the terrorists that attacked us here in America, like the one here in Orlando? When have they been? Have they been immigrants? Have they been legal immigrants that came from Mexico? None of them had. That guy was an American citizen. Okay, full-blown legal American citizen. Okay, and he went in the club and shut everybody up. You can't tell who everybody is. Okay? All right, we have people here in America
that
that are committing crimes.
What's his name? Francisco Sanchez Lopez. Last year in San Francisco, who killed Captain Stunning or Stunning or whatever
That was a drunken drive. I don't know what it was, but that wasn't a terror. I said terror. You mentioned.
I know.
You mentioned ISIS. That's who you mentioned. He was not part of ISIS. He was a criminal that killed somebody and should be dealt with like any criminal should be. Okay, thrown in jail.
But he has sanctuary.
All right, but
he has sanctuary. He didn't go to prison. He has sanctuary.
But you mentioned ISIS. You said we should keep.
Well, I know about military.
But show me one ISIS person that came ISIS was a legal immigrant. So I guess there's none, right? Thank you. Now, like I said, I'm not saying open the door, let everybody in. First one to America wins. No, I'm saying there should be reform. Okay, yes, it should be a process. Yes, there should be a process, but the process should be to get people to become Americans. To live the dream.
I think it should cost money.
What?
I think it should cost money. I don't think they should get it for free. I think they should cost money in order to get here.
Because they don't have money. I mean, it is going to cost money. They're gonna pay taxes. They are going to cost money. They're going to pay taxes.
I know people who.
They're going to buy by the rules.
They pay $50,000 to get in here. I know someone came from El Salvador. They paid $5,000 to get in here.
They should. You're right. They are going to be cost money. They're going to pay taxes. They're going to have. They're going to have to live in this country. And
and be a permanent resident legally though. I don't think they should get in here and everything's just given to them for free. That's the thing.
Give them free. That's another Republican myth. These are not giving them.
The refugees got everything.
A lot of the immigrants come here from Mexico, which I guess is the one door everybody comes into.
Furnished apartments with fucking furniture, dude, and everything. They got jobs lined up and Social Security.
You have no proof of any of this. Prove this.
I read an article about it yesterday.
An article? Oh my God. What was that? A Republican Weekly?
The liberal media don't show it. The liberal media don't show it.
Oh, liberal media. Here we go. Liberal media. Let me tell you something. The liberal media lies. The conservative media lies. Don't believe everything you read here on the internet, okay?
Well, you got to do a lot of editing in your shit. A lot of goddamn editing.
Okay, you keep quoting the liberal media lies, but then you keep saying how everything the Republican media says is true. Okay, that can't be. Okay, all right. Let me tell you something. Media lies. Okay, don't believe everything you hear.
All media lies.
Don't believe everything you hear. All media lies. Whether you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, they're all fucking liars. Okay, all right. So don't believe anything you hear on the internet.
But that would be fucked up though if they were getting $1,000 and shit.
They not getting $1,000. Come on. Okay, most of the immigrants that come here work for $5 an hour and fucking cut grass or peel tomatoes or fucking do a bunch of shit. Okay, all right.
That's not necessarily true. Cutting grass. What the fuck?
All right.
Where the hell do you come up with that? Cutting grass.
They do meaningless. They do meaningless jobs. Day laborers.
Most legal immigrants actually work in restaurants.
Yeah, because a lot of restaurants are on the table.
You're making that shit up. Cutting grass. Fuck labeling fucking people and shit.
Hey, all you need is a lawnmower, and you knock on someone's door and say, "Hey, senor."
Dude, most legal immigrants fucking work in restaurants. Dude, where the hell you get cutting grass from?
Dude, a lot of people cut grass because all you need to do is cut grass.
I'm not saying all of them,
but you knock on someone's door and say, "Hey, senor, you want your grass cut?" And they go, here's $20. Go ahead, tax free. Okay. So a lot of them do that. Trust me. A lot of them, yes, a lot of work in restaurants. But like I was saying, if you have immigration reform, people would rather have to, pay taxes, live in a government where they can make money, where they can make wages, and not worry about the fear of being deported and the fear of their family being broken up. Okay, if you give people a chance to make in this country, they will. Because like you said, it's all about the American dream, and the American dream is coming here in this country.
Well, I also believe in invading the laws too,
from Cuba, from Venezuela, from Mexico, wherever you're from, to come in here and make in this country. okay, and make it big in this country. And you can't do that unless you have immigration reform.
You're basically trying to weaken the law that already is, make it easy for people as it is.
And first of all,
I had to pay a lot of money to get here.
Obama has actually deported more people than Bush has. All right. This is the thing about Obama's a liberal fucking guy. No, he has deported a lot of fucking people. Okay.
I don't recall that.
Well, look it up.
I don't recall none of that.
He has deported a lot of people. And the thing is,
who actually deported?
What? I'm not knowing the names. He deported.
He didn't deport Francisco Sanchez Lopez for all the shit he did.
There we go. One guy. All right, next question.
All right. Here it is now. The fans have spoken. Here's the question they have for both of you, or either just one of you. All right, so we'll go with the first question. I think this question is pretty funny, but I think Michael Rand got a good laugh out of it too. But Michael Rand, Cowboys fan for life 25, asks, who owns the all-time record, the Republicans or the Democrats?
The Republicans hold the all-time record against the Democrats as presidents. I looked it up myself. He asked me that question once, and I asked him.
What is the all-time record right now?
The Republicans own it. It's like 48-43 or some shit like that.
Well, we used to be the Republicans because back in the day the actual liberals.
No. They had one racist Democrat that crossed over, and y'all kept like the 99.9% of the bitches over there. Okay, no. The Democrat Party, y'all okay. That's what y'all had. Okay.
Abraham Lincoln was a conservative. Okay. He was a liberal.
JFK was not a liberal. He was conservative.
Yeah.
I had to look that up on Google. I typed in, is JFK a liberal? And it said conservative. Conservative. Boston media. The main Boston news page. Whatever it's called.
I mean, first of all,
these other sites are saying conservative. He was also a war hero. His family was a liberal family. You probably think of his family, but not him.
What about Ronald Reagan? Ronald Reagan was liberal. He was in California.
No, he was a Democrat. He was a Democrat in California.
So I'm claiming him. I'm claiming Ronald Reagan. I'm claiming Ronald Reagan. So enter that in your.
I think the last two best presidents this country ever had was JFK and Reagan. That's me.
All right. So, Joe, next your question now. Steve Rose asks you, KoolJoe, what views of Hillary do you support other than her party affiliation?
What I support. I support the policies that she says she's going to support. I believe she has more. I believe she's more. Listen, like I said, I don't like either one of them. Okay, I think there was better choices. In the Democratic Party, but the fact is I trust her more with this country than I trust Trump. Okay, Trump is a psychopath. Trump is an egomaniac. Trump will start a war because someone tweeted at him wrong. Okay, all right.
Really?
All right.
He will start a war.
Hillary Clinton, you can't trust somebody with the nuclear weapons that gets baited on tweet. Okay, he does not have the capacity to be president of the United States. And she does. Okay?
Okay, let me tell you something about Hillary Clinton's past since you want to talk about wars and shit. Hillary Clinton actually supported the Iraqi war. She supported the Libya war with her husband and everything. They're all legal wars on top of that. She forced Bill Clinton to send those missiles in those countries. The fucking United Nations is terrified of her. They're afraid as fuck from her. I actually watched a video about that. The Prime Minister of Ukraine said, we don't want this person in office because she will fucking send a nuke over here to us and kill hundreds of thousands of people, men, women, and children. Hillary Clinton has already stated to begin with, if she gets in office, she'll either nuke Russia or Iran. She said that already. Way before, years ago, dude. She already stated all that. She is a warmonger. Neither one of these two people should be trusted with nuke, okay? So I trust you with a nuke versus them two before I trust them two.
In a time when we're getting attacked by terrorism, okay, and ISIS is out there attacking us, and we need to take a stand. Don't you want a warmonger now? to make sure that the
I want
enemies.
boots on the ground over there in Iraq and Saudi Arabia where they're from, okay, and just kick their goddamn ass, good old-fashionedly.
You know what? I think crazy Hillary will do. I think Hillary is a vindictive bitch, and yes, she'll go out there and she'll fucking and they better, I don't know if you deal with women, but you piss a woman off, she'll fucking blow your fucking head off. Okay, so ISIS starts fucking with us. She will. I think she's more of a act first president than Obama was, and I think Trump will be.
All right,
so she would cause a nuclear holocaust, man. She would cause the biggest nuclear war there is.
All right.
Albert Einstein stated this: World War III be fought by nukes, World War IV be fought by sticks and stones. And she is a warmonger. She's probably one of the biggest warmongers there is in this country.
One more thing. You mentioned earlier what she do when she was senator in New York. When she was senator in New York, after 9/11 happened, she did do a lot for New York and a lot for the victims and the first responders and the thing. She was very involved in the 9/11 recovery. You can even quote Mayor Gianni, who thanked her for a lot of her help during.
Okay, she's done that, but outside of that, but what has she done for the actual people of this country? As a senator for New York. I mean, besides 9/11, okay, props to her, she did that.
Well, you said nothing.
She focused her money off of Wall Street and everything and got money. She just focused on herself. All she cared about was me.
The guy rides in a fucking plane with his name on it. How the fuck he not care about himself? He sits on a gold throne.
I'm just saying, dude. You got two people who are greedy as fuck. I had to sit there and wait because my leg was falling asleep. You got two people who are greedy as fuck, and I think Hillary's more greedy than Donald Trump to begin with.
You can't attack her greed and act like your guy ain't greedy. Your guy is greedy.
I know my guy's greedy too, but at least he can get his own goddamn money.
I didn't even talk about any of that stuff because I can't accuse Trump of stuff that she has done. Okay, so as far as that stuff, I can't get involved, and you shouldn't get involved either because you can't accuse her of stuff. Your candidate that you support, you're voting, the dumb idiot that you said, you can,
Well, I think neither one should be in office, man. I don't like neither one. I wanted Ben Carson. You wanted Bernie Sanders. I wanted Ben Carson. That was my choice, okay? But apparently we didn't get that. Apparently we got fucked.
We have other choices. We have Doug Johnson, is running Libertarian. We have Jill Stein running the Green Party. There are other choices. I think this country really should. I hope after this election, it stops this two-party system, okay, of Republican and Democrat. Because we should have more choice than just two people to run president.
All right, so here's the question from Athletic Dashy Folk. For both of the rival fans, what's going to be the biggest force that both candidates are going to deal with, ISIS or North Korea? So both you can, whoever wants to answer that question, go ahead first.
I think. Oh. Tell you the truth, I don't know. North Korea's been talking shit for years, making idle threats, and then suddenly they declare war. I mean, the moment they opened their goddamn mouth, Obama should have sent the troops over there and kicked their goddamn ass and came back home. Realistically, that shit would have happened the first time around, but he didn't do shit about it. He just let them talk shit, and all of a sudden they just said, "Well, fuck you, we're gonna declare war."
They got weapons.
But ISIS, man, ISIS is a pain in the ass too. God's sakes, man, they just a couple weeks ago, they ran some 84 people with a fucking goddamn semi-truck over with children. A week or two ago, they slit a fucking priest's throat, almost saw his goddamn head off. It was in France. It's ridiculous. ISIS is pretty goddamn bad too. The way I see it, I think we should take care of ISIS first because they're more of a threat globally than North Korea. North Korea just talks out their goddamn ass a lot. But North Korea could be won in less than a week, realistically. ISIS, it will take a good while before we get rid of them. So I think we should just get rid of ISIS first, and then go ahead and kick North Korea's bitch ass real quick and slap Kim Jong-un, whatever his name is, fix up his fucking hair, shave that fucking mop top hair, even it out, get a ball fade going on, and that's it, man. That's just me.
So Joe, what about you?
Now, first of all, we can't. Now, I know Donald Trump has and letting everybody up, but we can't go attacking wars with every country that we don't like because of their haircut. Okay, first of all, North Korea has a lot of weapons.
I'm running Kim Jong haircut because I think he looks stupid.
I mean, he does, but we can't go attacking war because people have bad haircuts. Okay, there's a lot of countries here that are gonna piss us off. We can't start a World War III, like you say. Okay, just because we have disagreements with the countries. I think we do need. I think both things that Republicans and Democrats can both agree on, or independents or whatever, can all agree on. We need to get rid of ISIS. Okay, I believe that hopefully if it's
main threat
elected, we will, and Congress will finally work together on a plan to go there and put boots on the ground, get the Arabs countries that live around there to join us, build a coalition, and go attack and kill and destroy ISIS.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then for KoolJoe now, here's a question. D-Town asks you, for KoolJoe, how can you support such a crook when she is the one solely responsible for your original candidate, Sanders, not getting the nomination?
My man D-Town. All right. Now listen. Like I said, did Bernie Sanders get screwed? Yes. Okay. I was saying this long time ago, and Mike and D-Town also were like, "Oh, you're crazy. Oh, you're crazy. You're not getting screwed. It's an election. It's an election." No, I told you we were getting screwed. Okay. And yes, Bernie Sanders got screwed. But you know what? I and many Bernie Sanders supporters don't consider this election a loss. Okay. I believe, do the emails getting out and do the people seeing how elections are worked, that you can get screwed. And I don't think they even showed how much he got screwed. I think the media the liberal media, as Michael Lannon would call it, did a lot of screwing him. I believe that a lot of stuff in his history wasn't shown. I mean, like she won the African American vote. No one. You asked a lot of African American voters out there. They didn't know that Bernie Sanders has fought for African American. Long before he was a politician, he fought for African American rights and fought against segregation and marched with Martin Luther King, who was a Republican. Okay, and help fight for black people, and they didn't even get to know about that. Okay, because the media wasn't reporting it. Okay, so yes, what Bernie Sanders screwed? Yes, he was. Okay, but like I said, I don't consider this election a loss, because the people that screwed him over, part of the people that screwed him over, were caught. Okay, 3 people from the Democratic Party lost their jobs. Okay, people.
Well, they resigned.
Well, in the world, people just quit their jobs, Mike. Okay, that's how it works in the business. Okay, let me hit. A-Rod didn't get cut. Didn't quit today. He got cut. They just made it look good for him. Okay, but people have lost their jobs because of it. Okay, I believe the elections now in the future. Okay, maybe the door was shut for Bernie Sanders, but the next person, maybe whether he's Republican or Democrat, I think we'll get a fair opportunity in an election, and we will learn from this election and learn that yes, the fucking party, even if they support both, can screw over one person or the other. Now listen, like I said, I have the sign up there. I do not have a Hillary sign or a Hillary shirt or hat. Okay, I do not believe in Hillary Clinton that she will do everything she says. Okay, I believe she is the less of the 2 evils. I think fucking Donald Trump is unfit to be fucking president. Okay, I believe that like Bernie Sanders said when he first started running, this is about policies, not about a person. This is about getting the policies that he has fought for, like the minimum wage, the college, and everything he has fought for, that has made the platform of the Democratic Party, for this election. And I believe if Donald Trump wins, we'll have no chance of that stuff happening, and the economy will go down, in a pile of shit. I believe if Hillary Clinton is president, will she do everything she says? Probably not. But I believe at least we'll have her in office, and the Democrats, that the liberal Democrats and progressives can force her and put her head to the fire, or she won't be elected 4 years from now, to make sure that these things get done.
Well, here's the thing with Bernie Sanders. You know, he contradicts everything he said when he supported her. He was telling her he was for the little people, right? That was his thing, right? He was for the little guys, right, in this country. Against the crooks, the corrupted, like Hillary, right? He's
Yeah.
against that. So how? All right, if you believe in something so much in this world, and you have so much pride, okay, why in the fucking hell would you turn around and support something that you preach again? That makes no goddamn sense. He
Because
should have said, you know what? You know what? Fuck this. I'm not supporting her. Yeah, I got fucked over, but I refuse to support this person. I got my beliefs. I'm gonna stick with it. I'll walk out my head up high with some pride and dignity as a human being. But no, he supported her, and in return, they give him a bunch of free shit like planes and shit. Dude, like he got some shit in return. He was bought, bro. He was
he was
bought.
not bought. Okay.
Dude,
Stop.
they show all
Once
this shit
again,
on
once
fucking
again,
conservative
tabloid.
sites.
Once again, tabloid bullshit.
All that shit.
He was not
Yeah.
bought. Okay.
He got some nice shit, bro, in return. I'm telling you right now, he should have said no to that shit, walked out with his head up high, okay, and say, you know what, fuck y'all, I'm out of this bitch. I
Bernie,
ain't supporting this fucking piece of shit cunt. I'm walking out. It is what it is. Boom. I would have more respect for him, even though I'm not a Sanders fan. I would have more respect for him for what he believed in versus the bullshit he said.
Bernie Sanders has like I said, has always said that it's about the policies, not about the person. Okay, he wanted to raise the policy that the American people that the people that were supporting him wanted done. Okay, he was supporting he wanted to show how elections are being rigged. He wanted to make elections fair.
Okay, they were rigged, but you don't have to change your integrity.
It was never about Hillary Clinton. Okay, do I believe he likes Hillary Clinton? No. I believe he trusts her. No, but he understands that to get the platform, the most liberal platform, the most progressive platform that's ever been on a Democratic presidential campaign. Okay, that if Donald Trump becomes president, he will not do anything that his people want, that the Bernie Sanders supporters want. So if you elect Trump,
and you think Hillary Clinton's gonna do all that shit that Bernie Sanders wanted?
he's worked for 39 years. He's worked for 39 years. 39 years to help this country and fight for the American people. He is not fighting for himself. He's fighting for the American people out there. Okay. And yes, it's hard for him to walk on that stage and say, I support her. I don't believe he fully likes her, but he's doing it to do the right thing. I believe that the first day she's elected president, he will stand. The first day she's elected president, he will stand in Congress. Mark my words. When she's the president, he will stand in Congress. He will have the platform in his hand. He'll say, Madam President, I demand that you go through all these things. And he will go there every day and make sure that she does it.
And Hillary's gonna say, "Fuck off."
Well, you know what?
Trump there are two things I think that happened with Bernie.
You know what?
He wants to win election. He got bought.
He got bought. She will do it.
Or he got threatened. She
will do it.
He got threatened to get killed and possible ruled as suicide. Because that's what the Clintons do. Every time a Clinton had a witness, it was ruled as suicide or some murder or whatever. But I think that's either of those two things happen.
Well, then
all right, here's the. All right, go ahead. Say something first, Joe, before I ask this.
Go ahead. Question.
All right. Here's the final question. I know Kev's point of view wanted this one here, so I'm going to do it. He says, I have two questions. One for Michael Rand. What changes in America you think Trump can do for us and in our country?
What changes,
Yeah.
like I said, it's I don't trust neither candidate, I don't think they're going to do some of the shit they say they're going to do. But I hope he just gets rid of Obamacare because it's really hurting this country. It's not like, I think there's a better way to handle healthcare, realistically. There is a better way. And is it going to be perfect like Canada's healthcare? No. Be far from it, of course. Same thing with Obamacare. It's not even nowhere near it. But that's just me. like I said, the Obamacare is actually really hurting the middle and lower income people realistically. It's going to continue going up. There's no limit for it. I understand there was a limit. It got to a limit. Your insurance went up, and there's a limit, and it caps off right there. That's understandable. But it's going to continue going up next year. Instead of me paying $50, it's going to go up to probably like $70, and then it's going to go up even higher, maybe $100. Who fucking knows? And then it's just me one deep. That's just too much money. So hopefully he gets rid of that, and hopefully he puts conservatives in the courtroom. That'd be nice too. I'd like to see that too as well.
All right. So now, Cool Joe, here's his question to you. 8 years of hell with Obama as president. Why, if Hillary gets elected, would it be any different for us?
All right. First of all, 8 years of hell. I don't know what he considers hell, because unemployment was 7.8% before Obama took office. Now it's at 5.8. I think it actually got lower last week. Okay. The GDP was at minus 5.4%, and now it's at 3.5. Okay, he lowered the deficit. Him and President Clinton are the only two presidents to ever lower the deficit. All right, after the Republicans came and Republican Bushes came and fucking destroyed it. It was at 9.8. Now it's at 2.8. Okay, all right. I don't consider this 7. I don't consider this, first of all, it's 7 years, not 8, because not officially 8 until he's in office. But I don't think it has been 7 years of hell. I think this country has done a great job. I think Obama has done a great job taking this country and taking it from the hell, from the recession that we were in 7 years ago to taking it to where we are a thriving company right now. Now, do we need better things? I mean, do we need things changed? Yes. Okay. But I believe that we must take what Obama has done, grow with that. Okay, I don't believe Obamacare is a failure. I mean, that's asinine to say that. Okay, like I said, 82% of people in America were unhappy with the old healthcare system. Okay, 5 million people weren't insured. Okay, there were, healthcare costs us way too much money now. Okay, now we have 72 million people. I mean, 72% of America is covered now. So Michael Rand wants to cancel 72% of America's health insurance. Cancel it. Send people home. Say, hey, you can't pay for your doctor bills? Go home. That's what him and Donald Trump want to do. Okay, I don't want to do that. Listen, I want to fix things. I want hopefully Hillary Clinton will have people around her that will make sure that we take Obamacare and we fix it. I mean, I would like a universal healthcare system like Canada does. Okay, that was the Bernie Sanders idea. Okay, I believe, like I said, raising the minimum wage, legalizing marijuana, getting that from being in our prisons. Okay, so a lot of things that we have to do in this country, but I don't believe that the last 7 years was a failure. I believe it was a start, and we can keep going and going, moving forward.
Well, I think it's a failure because here's the thing. Like I said, Senator Obama believed in presidency should be a president should be believing the Constitution, and and all this other stuff. And then he preached that against George W. Bush when he was in office as a senator. When he became president, he overstepped his bounds as a power. In terms of power, he did the opposite of what he said. He was preaching. He did. It's true. He's done so many things in this country. It's unbelievable. Look at the African American communities in Chicago. Look at them. They are suffering.
So that's all it's for. So that's all. Were they suffering with Bush president? What is Donald Trump going to do for them?
The Democrats have not done shit for them.
What is Donald Trump going to do for them?
He's going to make jobs. He said he's going to create jobs.
He's going to create jobs. First of all, a president really can't even do that. Create jobs. That is a false campaign thing that's used. Neither your Democrat Republican, you really can't create jobs. That's a false thing that you.
Well, he's gonna try and do like back in the old days, back in the 40s. When you have when an average American man worked 40 hours.
It was so great for African Americans in the 40s. You're right. It was so great for African Americans in the 40s.
No. The average American
so great for them.
worked 40 hours a week.
Hillary
Okay,
Clinton got jobs.
they didn't have to work all this overtime. The wife didn't have to work and everything. He wants to create jobs and stuff and have her own shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Have create jobs for African Americans.
They didn't work more than 4 hours.
You know, because the unemployment rate for African Americans is double than whites. It's actually dead last of all the races. They're the ones getting fucked in the ass, dude. No,
it's Obama's fault. But that's
Obama's
Obama's.
It is, man, because he's not supporting the African American communities whatsoever.
What do you want
and Donald Trump wants to help them.
You want Jay-Z to the White House. Okay, what do you want me to do? All right.
All right, so guys, I know this has been a good debate. I'm pretty sure you guys could go on and on for days.
I need more water. But
now it's time for the moment of truth. The moment of truth. This is up to the voters in the comment section. Cast your vote. I'll give you guys like another 10 minutes or 15 minutes at tops, and you guys will vote. So any last thing you guys want to say to help improve a vote or something? To help to get you the vote? So you want to say something, right, Michael Rand? Go ahead. You have the floor.
Well, I think you know, like I said, I think Hillary's gonna fuck this country up even more. That's just me. I think she's the worst of Donald Trump. She can't be trusted. She's gonna lie. She's lying to everyone right now. She's playing everyone as a fool, and she's using them as a fucking puppet. And she's a puppet master. All she does is moving them strings, you know, getting the puppets dancing left to right, and believe everything she's, you know. I'm surprised at believing half the shit she's saying. You know, I'm surprised because I don't trust anything that comes out of her goddamn mouth. She can tell me the sky is blue. I ain't gonna believe her, but in reality, we know the sky is blue. But I'm giving you an example. But I don't trust anything she says. I don't trust her at all. I wouldn't trust Hillary Clinton 30 seconds in a room with my daughter. Okay, that's how bad I don't trust her. I'm being serious. I don't even trust her at all with that. She can't be trusted. She can't be trusted. Whatever she's gonna turn around. She's saying all this stuff to get elected. She's gonna turn around and say, "I lied." Well, she can say I lied, but her actions is gonna speak more for it. She's gonna go around and fuck people over, and that's all she's gonna do. All she wants is to become the first female president ever. She wants power. Huh?
Is there a time limit, or can you just go forever? We only have 10 minutes here.
I don't know. I feel like playing the Jeopardy game while the votes are going on.
What's your last word so you can get your votes up?
But I'm just saying, I think she's playing everyone. I think she's really the puppet master. And a lot of people are buying her bullshit. She's selling that bullshit, man. You know, stamp, proven, sell. She's selling the fuck out of that bullshit, man. And she's going to fuck a lot of people over, man. You know, people are going to believe the bullshit that comes out of her mouth. That's up to them. That's between them and God. But, you know, Donald Trump, at least you can see everything that's out there in the open. You know, with him. At least you know what you're getting with her. You like, well, goddamn, it's like I'm gonna take a shot in the dark with this one. I'm gonna hope that I'm gonna get lucky, and hopefully she doesn't go back on her word with her. Donald Trump, at least you see what you can get. Her, you're like, well, fuck, I'm gonna take a, what the fuck, man? You don't know what the fuck you're getting. Well, you think you know what you're getting, but in reality you don't. It's like a guessing game with her. You know, hell.
Dang, my turn.
All right, cool, Joe. Now, what do you want to say?
All right. Whether if you're going to judge this debate fairly, YouTube, American people, TTC, okay, you can see one candidate over here, one person supporting his candidate, that calls his candidate a fucking idiot, okay, has no actual. I let you talk. Okay, had no facts behind his statements, quoted biased websites, okay, gave us that long, dirty list thing about what Obama has done. Those of you that are still sleeping by that for that, please wake up now and vote for me. Okay, all right. You know, I have brought facts. I have brought, you know, substance behind what I have said. He hasn't. Okay, he's brought bullshit and lies and we all know he don't trust Hillary. That's his whole thing. Okay, he don't trust Hillary. Okay, I think Trump is gonna fucking destroy us. He don't trust Hillary. Okay, all right.
I said Hillary's gonna destroy us too.
All right. If you make your vote smart, please make it smart and pick the person that actually gave you substance behind this debate, not bullshit.
No, this is not bullshit. It's facts, dude. Hillary
I'm gonna get some water. I'll be back.
master. She's playing
I'm gonna get
everyone.
some water. I'll be back.
She's a puppet master. She's using the strings and playing everyone as a fool. She's a goddamn puppet master, and anything you believe from her is bullshit. Anything you believe from this, dude, you can look up on YouTube right now. 13 minutes of Hillary Clinton lying. And how the fuck do you believe this cunt? Seriously, Hillary's gone back and forth for the shit she said and does. Okay, at least Donald Trump. At least we know what the fuck we're getting. Okay, because it's out in the open. She has this mask on, playing everyone as a fool, and leading everyone to a bullshit theory that's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's playing everyone.
All right. So the poll is up. Now you guys are free to vote. I'll give you guys till 10:13, and then we'll say a winner. Who's gonna win this debate?
All right, so we're gonna stay on here till 10:13.
Before I announce, until I announce the winner of the debate. But you guys did a pretty good job at this. You guys both brought pretty accurate stories. While you're for this, I'm playing the waiting game.
Y'all hear this? I had to play the Jeopardy theme.
Oh, it's KoolJoe.
I don't know, I just felt like trolling. Since everyone's voting, so I had to play the Jeopardy theme. I don't know if y'all heard it or not.
Yeah. Can't wait for a fucking football to start. We're gonna start talking about real shit.
I probably won't do the TTC this year.
It's a 10-year anniversary.
Huh?
It's the 10-year anniversary of TTC. I'm probably.
It has changed though. People are fighting channels and shit. A lot of bullshit, man.
I'm gonna use time to make an announcement. I will be making my return next week. Next week I will make my intro video for this upcoming season. Shout out to my Junior Mafia brothers. Shout out to Bones, Cop Pizzle, Terabelli, Pint, Bad Dog, everybody that's out there, all the newcomers. Let's go get them this year, guys. New York Giants.
Oh, you can get her, right? You can probably get second in place or whatever in the division, but you ain't getting shit in reality.
Oh yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Have your team.
Apple when he got dragged 15 yards, man. That guy you drafted, okay. I'm very impressed by that.
I just hope no excuses this year, okay?
Well, I never made excuses. I never made excuses at all in my life, dude.
Week one,
all the crows I did last year was non-excuses, man. I actually give everyone props, dude. Last year, all the crows I did last year, all those 13 crows or whatever I did. Yeah, dude. I had 13 crows. One was a bet for Bad Dog for the Carolina game. And the other 12 were for losses for my team. I never made an excuse in my goddamn life, dude, on that. And that's just being honest.
A lot of your fellow fans didn't share the same thing. When we beat you guys in the last game, we beat you guys. They said, "Oh."
I give you props on that, man. You guys won fair and square. What do you want me to do? 3 people are watching? Are you serious? I'm over here the TTC debate. 3 people are watching. Wow. I had to go on here and see what's going on. Cowboys fan for life 25. That's Ferris Muhammad. He's trolling.
I know he voted one time. He tried to vote twice. Who do you vote for, Rand?
I can't vote for myself, huh?
I said, who did he vote for?
Oh, I don't fucking know. I just. Oh, he voted for Joe. KoolJoe. I
Well,
can't
then
vote for myself, huh?
you can't because
vote for it.
I mean, in reality, man, neither one deserves to be a president. I see QB Willie in the comment section going at it with Ferris.
Where's the
Oh
comments?
man,
I don't see the comments.
you have to go. You have to go to the actual YouTube and click on the actual video.
I did.
That's in there, dude. I'm looking at this son bitch right now.
I don't see the comments. Oh, it's outside here. I'm looking like a normal way.
Really badass is open the doors to the shit. I want to slap these motherfuckers around. Acting cool is a homosexual. Brandon is a setup. Yeah. Oh, damn. That's funny. I just don't like Hillary. I'll take anybody over Hillary. I'll take anybody in TTC over Hillary. If y'all could run for president, man, I'll take y'all over Hillary. I'll tell you that right now. Oh hell, I'll take all that. Is the TTC CNN? That's a liberal website. Cops is.
all right, 5 more minutes, guys.
Dude, all I see is people just trolling.
Oh, they're trolling, huh?
Who's Kev? Who's Kev? Point of view. Who's he? I never seen that guy.
Guys, he voted for you. He voted for you.
Yeah, I know that. But I haven't been on YouTube in months, so apparently.
Tell you what, guys, the way the thing's going, it looks like it could be a tie. Because there's only like 2 people that voted.
Come on, get out and vote.
I guess they're like fucking.
I mean, what the fuck do you expect?
What do you mean? What do you mean? 2?
All I saw was 2 people. I saw Ferris voted for you and Kev voted for Rand.
Well, I see another guy. He voted for Dak Prescott voted for Team KoolJoe.
3-2.
Well,
Kev said he's a Titans filmmaker. I still never heard of him.
well, gotta vote for Rand in order to.
I've been going on TTC for 4 years. I never
It was
heard of him.
tied up 0-0. Then we tied up 1-1.
I
This is
mean,
gonna be like the lowest voting debate ever.
I mean, I want to have to him, but
we got 3 more minutes.
figure he can't vote for me, but.
Rand, you gotta get some supporters now. Someone's gotta.
Oh yeah, Kev said he's a rookie this year. I don't know, man. It is what it is, dude. I mean,
He's what it is. No sore losers here.
Come on, no calling votes. Alright.
so far I saw 2-1. Joe is winning by 1 vote. And it was 1-1 at first, and then it came
I
2-1.
told you this is gonna be the lowest vote. A lot of people tuned out of it after you guys were ending the debate. It seemed they're like, "Fuck it, let's go to the next." I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people have the right, like just it's like they have the right to vote. If they don't want to vote, they don't have to. 2 minutes. This is like a This is like the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight.
Maybe they voted third party.
What?
Said maybe they voted third party.
Oh, Rand, I'm sorry. Hey, Rand, you just lost the vote now. Someone just changed it. He changed it.
I know, I see
Joe
that.
now.
I did. Yeah, I did like your vote, but I'm just saying he was like. I'm just saying 2 people voted for him.
Damn, how did you lose a vote already? Right now all of a sudden, Joe's not up 2-1 anymore. It's Joe's up 3-1. I mean 3-0, not 3-1.
No,
We need 3 people to tie it up now. Rand's freaking out.
It's 10-12. Let it be known.
I don't know. I don't know how he changed his vote.
Hey,
I don't think you should change your mind.
I think
Nobody votes in one
have 10:15. Okay, 10:15 is the deadline.
10-13. Yep. You could change your vote. You could change it back. You could change it back to Joe any moment now, or Rand. I mean, time's ticking. Talk. You lost the vote. I don't know how that happened.
I
Come on,
don't know
someone
how I
vote for
lost the
Michael
vote.
Rand.
Well,
Vote for Michael Rand, guys.
oh, wait,
Guys
what
gotta
was
vote
that?
for Rand.
I don't think you should change your vote. I think once you vote, I think it's just count and that's it.
Hey,
Rand wants you to vote. All right, count it down. 7, 6, 5, 4.
We got
3,
2 minutes left though. It's 9:13. What the hell are we talking about? It's 9:13. It's
Did
10:13
I say
over there.
10:13?
We got 2 minutes.
You want 2 extra minutes? All right, Joe. What do you want? You want to give him 2 extra minutes? See if he gets voters,
fine, give him 2 minutes.
or do you want to call? All
I
right,
said,
give you 2
go
minutes.
home, man. Go home.
I don't think Kev should change his vote. I don't think that's fair. I think it's bullshit.
It wasn't embarrassed. You're freaking, you don't even know the guy's name.
No, Kev's point of view.
Kev, hey, Kev, great job. Good luck this year on the Tennessee Titans season. Hope you guys, make it all the way, to the Super Bowl.
I just said I never heard of the guy and he got mad at me for some reason. That's all I said.
Hey. Maybe
I never heard of him. Dude, I haven't been on YouTube in months.
Kev, welcome to Team Cool Joe. We love to have you, bro. Good job.
I never heard of these people.
Kev, it's 10-14. 10-14.
Come on, guys, you got to vote for Rand now. He's got 1 minute now. This is his time.
10-14. 10-14. 10-14.
He's got 1 minute now. Come on.
1 minute. 1 minute, Rand.
Gotta get.
Oh well, I probably lost.
He's got 3
I got one of my supporters turned against me. He voted for KoolJoe. I don't think that's fair, but it is what it is. I got robbed in that one.
Team Cool Joe. Team Cool Joe.
I don't know how all of a sudden it was tied. Then it was like Joe had to leave by 1, then he changed his vote, and then it went back. Now Joe's got 4. He's gonna win by a
I'm
landslide.
surprised D-Town didn't vote for me.
Where's the boy at?
He said, "Thanks, man. You guys should sub to me. Maybe sub, and then I'll change it." Will do. Who's Joe? 3 people voted for Joe. All right, 3, 2, 1. And the winner of this election, the 2016 first ever TTC election, I mean, not election, debate, presidential debate. First ever winner of the 2016 presidential debate between KoolJoe and Michael Rand is KoolJoe35 by a landslide because Kev's point of view changed his vote from Michael Rand to KoolJoe35.
I got robbed.
Thank you, Kev. From now on, since you said I won the election, okay, I want everybody at TTC to now know me as the president of the TTC.
United
You
States.
ain't president. Shit, get the fuck out of here. Sit your ass down. You ain't
President Cool Joe.
This is a bullshit YouTube site, man. Get the fuck out
I
of
am
here. You're not
president of the
shit.
TTC now. President.
Like your God is Coming video, was it last year? The year before? Was it 2 years ago? God is Coming. You claim yourself you were God like 2 years ago, and you upload that video multiple times in that week 1.
Okay.
It got shut down because of copyright.
President of the TTC.
You claim you were God like 2 years ago. Now you're claiming you're president now.
President Cool Joe. Okay, I will now
Now 2 years ago you were claiming you were God though.
I am
You said
now
you were God 2 years ago.
president of the TTC.
See, this is what happens when you get this guy so much ego, and you know what I'm saying?
Eagle. I don't want any of the Eagles. I'm a Giant fan.
All right, so
Yeah,
now
bro,
we're going
2 years ago you claimed you were God. This year you claim you're president. Oh wow,
It's been
so what's the
real.
difference between God and
It's
president,
been
man?
fun, but it has been real fun. The president of the TTC has now left the building. Nice
You're not
play,
even
guys.
president.
Michael, do your homework next time. Maybe you'll win.
I did do my homework. I stated some facts.
well, what a bullshit election. All of a sudden he changes his pick. You didn't get that,
I
Rand.
can barely hear you.
Did you get that when he changed his pick?
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Oh boy wants to change his vote. That's cool. I'm surprised D-Town didn't vote for me. Shit.
Well, it was a pleasure having you. At least you did your best. That's all you can say, right?
I mean, what can I do? I mean, Hillary's just using everyone, dude.
So your loss to Joe in this debate, is it going to motivate you to come back in the TTC, or have you made your mind up yet?
I was like, you if I won the goddamn debate, I was not gonna come back at all, probably. People fighting channels nowadays, dude, it's bullshit. I honestly, dude, if there had been a better candidate, dude, if it had been Trump or Sanders, I wouldn't care either one would have won. But you know, as long as it ain't Hillary, dude, that's all I care about. That's
Well,
that's that's why that's why I want Trump to win because I think Hillary's the
you
worst one of all of them.
at least, he said I'm still voting for Trump. Then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for him because Hillary's just everyone says that she's not racist, but in reality she is racist. She said a lot of racial shit through her whole political career. She said racial shit about Martin Luther King Jr. back in '08,
Yeah.
Obama for his skin color back in '08, the Super Predators back in the '90s. She said a lot of racial shit, dude, and I'm surprised people forgot about that shit. When people make excuses for it, well, it was years ago. She changed her mind. She has not changed her ideal is lie and lie some more to make people believe her bullshit, and that's how she does things.
Well, Michael Rand, I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Since you said you might not join the TTC, come back this year. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and you did your best. That's all. That's all you can wish for. I mean, you did your best. That's all. I mean, no sore loser here. I mean, you did your best.
I don't care about the voting system. I just spoke my opinion about it, and I have say some facts. And he wants to go off of these liberal media sites where that's on him, dude. Like I got my own shit that I got shit that they'll say. They will show and say that other sites will say and show. I go off of that, and that's what I believe in. I believe in the truth and nothing but the truth.
Well, we're gonna close this being that KoolJoe has left and Michael Rand lost. We already know that, but Michael Rand, it was a pleasure having you and KoolJoe on this debate. If we have one in 2020, that'd be nice, but who knows? We'll never know. But
man, I highly doubt it.
What did you think? Did you have a fun time though, like stating your facts and stating the reasons why Trump should win?
Huh?
Did you have a good time on this hangout, even though you lost?
I mean, it is what it is, man. It's just bullshit that we talked about. Reality, I mean, both of these people can't be trusted. And I was being fair. I have called Trump an idiot because I don't totally trust him, and I definitely don't trust Hillary for what the shit. But I mean, with Trump, at least you see everything out in the open, and you get what you see. Hillary, you just, like I said, it's in the dark type deal. You take a shot in the dark, and that's it. I mean, with her track record, based off of lies, I mean that's all you get with her. She's gonna.
Well, that's pretty much.
That's all I said, and that was the truth. With Trump, you see what you can get. Hillary, you really don't see what you can get. She just tells you one thing, but she's just a puppet master. What can you do?
Well, it was a pleasure having you, and this is pretty much the end of this debate. We're signing out. Peace.
All right.